Chances are you screwed up. That's why you clicked on this video. You wanted to see what failure looks like for another person. You already know what it looks like for you. But what if I told you it doesn't define you? And you can always bounce back. Life doesn't hand you a map. It throws you into the back alleys of existence with nothing but your own broken compass and whatever street wisdom you've managed to scavenge along the way. My journey wasn't some Hollywood, Disneyland redemption narrative. More like Gummo or Kids or Ken Park. It was a raw, messy descent into the underbelly of survival. The 90s were a wild carnival of self-destruction, and I was the poster child of every cautionary tale parents whisper about. Running away from home, street kids were my only family, juvenile detention was my second address, and each mistake was like a stamp on my passport to chaos, which eventually landed me in the military. In the military? Not some noble calling. It was another escape, another attempt to find structure in my fracturing world. Then came marriage, fatherhood. I bulldozed through those like a drunk driving G-ride in a stolen car. I lost my son. I lost myself in the raucous kitchens of restaurants where alcohol and adrenaline were the only currencies that made sense. I fell in love again, only to get my heart ripped out, punched in the gut, left in the street. Depression, suicide. She was gone. Left with words that hung in the air like funeral smoke. I was drowning. At the bottom seemed like a comfortable place to rest. Then one day, I realized something profound. The power to reconstruct wasn't some mythical bullshit. It was right here all along. Transformation isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to look in the mirror and say, "This ends now," and write the next chapter. And so I did. It was like a scene from a movie. Like that moment in Limitless when he takes the pill and suddenly the world snaps into focus. The first thing he did, he cleaned up the chaos around him, started washing dishes and stuff, restoring order to his life. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and for the first time in what felt like a decade, I truly looked. The face looking back was a stranger, yet somehow familiar, like a ghost from the past. How did I end up here? It was time for a change. Time for a reckoning. Time to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Ready to embrace new possibilities and pursue the dreams I was destined to chase. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. Do you want to revamp your existence? Unleash the finest version of you? Become the most badass version of yourself you could even imagine? Well, first thing, you need to learn to let go of the past. You gotta embrace self-compassion. Treat yourself like you would your best friend. Offer a little kindness and a whole lot of understanding. Recognize that you're grinding through this chaotic life with the hand you've been dealt. So cut yourself some slack as you aim for those shiny, positive changes. Now here's the thing. Stop fixating on what's already happened. Sure, the past is a lesson, but it shouldn't be a prison sentence. What's crucial is what you can seize right now to spice up your life. Take bold strides towards your ambitions, and don't forget to celebrate the wins, no matter how small they may seem. By zeroing in on the present and the possibilities ahead, you'll shake off the baggage of yesterday and stride forward with guts and confidence. Get a notebook and write down your story. Be unapologetic and completely honest with yourself. It's going to pull out a lot of demons. Be ready for that. Be ready to shed some tears and write out your story and reflect on how far you've come and how awesome you really are to be able to walk through that fire and be standing here today, to be where you are today. Really soak up everything that you've been through and release it into the future. And you know what they say? The best way to be able to tell the future is to make it. Look, I don't know where you are, but picture this. You're standing at a crossroads in your life. Maybe you hit a brick wall, or maybe you're just in the fog of uncertainty. I get it. That's exactly why I'm here with this channel. To light the way for you. To show you change is possible. Even if it doesn't happen overnight. Trust me, if I had this knowledge back when I was in the thick of it, I'd probably be further along on my path. But hey, gratitude to the struggles, am I right? It makes us who we are. It shapes us. So if you're in the FML stage, or you're in a deep hole that you feel like you can't get out of, just know that you're not alone. And join me on this journey. Maybe it will spark up a memory and reignite something inside you to be the person who you always knew you were meant to be. So my commitment to you is every Sunday, I'll be here sharing my journey with you. Right now, I'm penning a chapter of my life story that could take me on a wild tour. I'm also living on the last of my savings that I saved up from 2 years of working a minimum wage job, which is pretty remarkable in itself. I might have to rejoin the rat race, so that might be part of the journey because, hey, that's life. But my mindset has shifted. If I have to go into a kitchen and bust suds for a little bit, it's cool. It's not permanent, but I know how to do it. The new year is on the horizon. And depending on when you're watching this, could already be here. But it's shaping up to be a year of transformation for all of us and the world. With artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, it's kind of exciting. It's a little bit scary, but there's a lot of opportunity there. So if you're feeling lost, join the channel, subscribe. It's gonna be a great year, and let's all become who we were always meant to be. Strap in, blast off, and let's fucking go. You down?